What's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, and it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Yeah, Shark come back at you once again at the P.E.G podcast, y'all. Positive Energy Generation podcast, coming to bring you nothing but positive energy, inspiration, empowerment. It's a movement, y'all. We're more than a family. We're bigger than a family. We're here to not only empower you, but unite you, heal you, and let you know that you're not alone. Okay, we're constantly healing together. All right, we're constantly improving. We're constantly improving ourselves. I'm sorry, each other. Okay, ourselves and each other want to come out together, but we're constantly improving ourselves and each other, and that's what it's all about. Just inspiring each other through the power of life, through the power of grace and presence. All right, so now I'm proud to say that it's always a blessing to get on to the PG podcast with you guys and just to uplift you one more time, man. It is. So you already know before we get started, look, we're going to give it up to the Most High. Me, myself, my utmost higher self, Amari, always got to give it up to the Most High. I don't know about y'all, but every day I wake up, that we wake up, hey, it's another day, another 24 hours to get another grind, to inspire somebody, to empower somebody, and to change our life for the better. All right, be a better version of ourselves. It's easy to put ourselves down. It's easy to look at negativity, but it's actually a lot harder. Well, yeah, a lot harder to be positive because it's a lot easier to be negative. All right. I can give you 15 reasons why you are dope, why you're great, why you're amazing. And it takes one person, one thing that could be negative that either I say or somebody else say and can wipe away those 15 times that I told you that you were dope and the reasons why I say you are great. All right, so you got to continue to watch yourself every day with the presence, you know what I'm saying, of the positive energy, of pushing forward, of you, because the world needs you. So before we get started, we're going to dive into the word of prayer. And then we're going to come and give you some sauce for the day. Another way to keep you to keep pushing forward. All right. My main goal with the Positive Energy Generation podcast is not only uplift you guys with artists of the week, bringing dope artists from around the world to give you more higher frequency vibrations when it comes to their music and who they are and what they stand for. But we're giving you so many connections around the world for people, business, entrepreneurs, artists, mindsetters, go-getters, whatever you decide you are. Look, you find it at the PG podcast. Somebody can relate to you. So we got to continue to show you every day that you are not alone. And if this changed one person alive each day, if this helped them to know that they're not alone each day by tuning into the PG podcast while we're tuning in over the world with thousands of people, I'm telling you, I'll be so grateful when millions of people is tuning in to the PG podcast and just tuning in for a positive energy for frequency, okay? Because it's for generations to come. So we're changing dynamics. We're building a healthier you and a healthier myself, a healthier us. All right, so if you could bow your heads in a word of silence, close your eyes or not, all right, whatever you pray to, you can pray to yourself. All right, and it will be weird if you pray to yourself. I'm just saying, but I'm not judging. Okay, this is a non-judge free. This is a non-judgment zone. Okay, free of judgment, and we do not judge people, but we do want to unify everyone around the world. Okay, no matter what your race, your color, who you are, it's about uplifting each other. Okay. So let's bow our head. Father God, we come to you as humble we know how. Want to say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for this platform. Thank you for all the listeners and viewers around the world watching, seeking, tuning in with us, and just receiving the positive energy that we want to give out onto the podcast. All right, whether they're listening to iHeartradio, whether they're listening to it on YouTube or Spotify, Google Play, or wherever they're listening to it, tuning into the power of my voice and the power of your soul, Father God. We just want to continue to say, you are great. We want to continue to give our words to you, give empowerment back to your soul, your people, Father God. We just want to say thank you again. If we don't say nothing else today, tomorrow, yesterday, Father God, we want to say thank you for everything you have done and will do, giving us the power and the glory to continue to be positive no matter what. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Amen. You feel me? Amen. So that's just a prayer. Just we all need prayer, okay? And if you are atheist and you say, hey, I don't need prayer, excuse me, I don't need nobody watching after me. I don't need no one giving good hopes to me. That's you. All right, that's you. You're not looking for positive energy. This is totally for the ones that's looking for some pick me up every day. They're looking for positive energy, letting somebody know that what they're going through, they're not the only person that's went through it, that's going through it, and that will go through it. Okay, the reason why you're here is to be a vessel to someone else. So don't ever forget that your purpose is greater than your problems that you're going through. And I'm gonna say that one more time for the people in the backyard. I mean, look, your blessings are greater and your purpose is greater than the problems that you're going through. Okay. So it's okay. The problems that we go through are temporary, but and look, we are stronger than temporary moments. And if you always need a pick me up, this is where you tune in at. This is where you get that daily medication, weekly artist of the week, tuning in and bringing in higher vibrations for positive energy. All right. So the word that I got for you guys today, because it just really laid on my heart, is how to find your opportunity. And the reason why I thought that was so important to speak on, because so many people, whether they're finding an opportunity in music, comedy, or whatever. So many people have a voice. Everybody have a voice, but there's so many people that feel like they don't have a voice. They feel like they are not as funny as this person, and it's a reason why you was given a gift to make people laugh. They just have to keep working on it. Okay. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to stop comparing yourself to other people and their journey, and the reason why they're doing this at this time, because everyone's journey is different. All right. But you got to find your opportunity. So I'm going to give you a few ways of how you can find your opportunity, how I found my opportunity, and how I'm still continuing to find my opportunities. And I want to help so many people around the world to find their opportunities and spread more positive energy. All right. All right. So one thing I want you to always keep in mind is this major question right here. Do you have options? We're looking at opportunities. We're looking at opportunities, not opportunity, just one. We want multiple opportunities. I listen to what I'm saying. Every day that you wake up and you are able to breathe, walk, and talk, you're able to you're able to open up a door of opportunities for yourself. You're able to open up a door of opportunities for others as well. Okay. So do you have options? Are your opportunities unlimited, or do you just have one opportunity that you're giving yourself? Because let's check this out. Check this out. Because every day we're growing, right? Every day we're growing. So your opportunities will continue to unfold. All right. This job will lead to this job, and this job will lead to this job. Sometimes we have a setback, and that job actually lead me to no job. All right. But the next job is better than both of the jobs that I had. These is what I'm saying. These opportunities open doors for opportunities. All right. So do you have options? Or better yet, are you acknowledging the options that you have? All right. You may not see every option that you have coming to your front door. All right. Whether you start off at the bottom, or let's say you start off as working at a gas station. All right. But your dream is to own multiple gas stations. And you start off working at the gas station. All right. And then you started working at the cashier. All right, then you start working as assistant manager. Then you start working as a manager. Then you have to start working as a store manager. Okay. Then you have to work in the CEO position. All right. But you got to be able to go through levels to get to that point. You just can't just go to the CEO position and you don't even know anything about running a store, what it takes to run a store, what it takes to work with people, what are the ethics and code and rules and regulations inside of that business. You don't know any of that. But it takes time to know these things, all right? And the experience that you would get along the way add value to what you have to offer to others. So, do you have options? Okay. And if you say you don't have options, I want you to think about it, because we all have multiple options. And the one thing you're closing off right now, whether it's going to culinary school, whether going back to school, whether it's to be more there for your kids, or to actually pick up a skill to actually build more finance, whatever it is, you're closing that option off right now because you feel like you don't have options. But do you have not do you have options? All right. Or are you closing those options off? Okay. So do you or do you not? Do you know when there are opportunities? Or do you know when there is an opportunity to be taken right there? A lot of us don't take opportunities because we don't realize that is an opportunity. So we feel like sometimes opportunities don't come at the right time. Sometimes opportunities don't ever come. All right. Sometimes you was working as a, let's say, you used to, like me, myself, I use myself for example. I worked in many places. All right. I used to work in a call center. I used to work in a pressure shop. I used to work, I worked in the military for a long time, 6, 7 years, 6 years. So, and then I was a mechanic there. And then on the outside world, I worked in the healthcare world. All right. And I got my bachelor's in healthcare administration and I got my medical license as well certified. So I was able to do multiple attributes in life. And today, what do? I am a entrepreneur. I am a educator. All right. I teach and educate not only the mental side of foreign exchange, but I teach other I teach others around the world at Church State Academy how to master themselves, to master the market, to to grow their family financial income. All right, to be a 5 to 6 to 7 figure earner income. All right, proud to say that, to be a 5 to 6 figure earner. Okay, but or more. All right, the goal is long term. So we're not going to look to be only a 5 to 6 figure. You want to look into be a billionaire. Then you want to look into be a millionaire. Then you want to stretch to be a trillionaire. Then you want to triple those assets so your family can have it for generations to come. All right. So using me as an example, I'm not in healthcare, but guess what? That helps because I'm a mother. I know what to do. You know, my mother has broken her arm. My mother has had surgery, and each of one of those times, I've been there to take care of her. I've been there to nurture her, and I knew what to do, how to handle it. All right, and I had others to help me as well. I was able to help my grandmother in her need, in the time of need, and my grandmother's no longer with us today. But if it wasn't for those moments and me going to school for those skill sets, I wouldn't have been able to have those, right? I remember one time when I was asleep, there was a knock at my door, and it was crazy. It was a real crazy knock at my door, right? And it was really vicious. I thought it was a cop's knock at the door, like boom, boom, boom. And when I go to the door, it's my neighbor. I didn't automatically open the door off the back, but I looked at the peephole. When I looked at the peephole, I saw it was my neighbor. She's an older, elderly woman, and it was Miss Diane. Shout out to Miss Diane because she's a wonderful, beautiful woman, and she has a husband. She loves and adores her husband. I'm talking about two funny, charismatic people. All right, one was a teacher, one was used to be in service. Okay, so she knocks at the door and I see her. And so I open the door, right? And she's frantic. She doesn't know what to do. She's talking really fast, and I'm asking her what's going on. So she takes my hand and she leads me outside to her husband, and he's on the ground. So he is falling, he's on the ground. And like imagine him waking up. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just imagine being waking up or just getting disturb out your peace with a frantic knock at your door. All right. You're not thinking about the first aid kit right there. You're not thinking about the first aid kit. All right. And at 1 o'clock in the morning, a lot of people are asleep. So they're definitely not thinking about calling the paramedics. All right. So I go outside, see him on the ground, and I'm like, whoa. It did not ever process in my mind that he could be like really, really, really hurt, right? I just went straight into medical thought process. Okay. So I start asking him a couple questions. I'm not off the back touching him because I see the way he is falling. He's an older guy. So I'm asking how he feels. Is he broken anything? Can he sit up? Can he move? He's able to talk. And the main thing was he fell, but he wasn't able to get up. All right, so I see his shoulder, and his shoulder is kind of bulging about out of place, kind of weird. Like, all right, and I'm like, So I call 911. Well, I have his wife to call 911 while I'm still assessing him. So the paramedics come, and I tell him that he has his medical issues that he had, And come to find out, he had a pretty list of medical issues, but they got him to the hospital treated. And the first thing I said to her, I even checked his blood pressure. I made sure he was okay. It was a little high, but for the condition that he had, it wasn't that high. But he was really calm. All right, in the whole moment, it wasn't that cold. I got him a blanket. He wasn't in pain. He was really calm. All right, she was really all over the place, and I was calm too. I wasn't all over the place. I was really calm about checking his temperature. I called paramedics, told him the paramedics what's going on, gave him the numbers that I gave them, and so they could know, if it's about the same. I gave him his condition, and I told her, like, I don't know, his arm is sitting kind of up a little bit. Doesn't really look right. I think if anything, he probably has placed knocked his shoulder out of place, or he broke it. All right. So that's just something that was just my analysis, right? Just looking at the visual. So I didn't see Miss Diana and her husband for like 2 days, right? So the next time I saw them after that incident, I asked her, "How is your husband? Is he okay? How's he doing?" Gonna find out he had to have surgery, y'all. He had to have surgery, but he was doing fine. He was doing great. Still like a strong trooper. Nothing get us army people. Well, nothing get us military people down. All right, we gotta keep going no matter what. So he was doing great. He was in good spirit, funny, still charismatic. And she says, I asked her, so what was wrong? What happened? I want to know. I want to know what happened, because he was on the ground. I mean, he's hurt himself. He's an older guy. I want to make sure he's okay, because once you fall, it's kind of downhill from there. I want to make sure he's straight. And she said, he is fine, but you know what? What exactly happened was what you said. I'm like, what did I say? All right. She said, you said that he broke his arm and knocked it in place. You guys, he not only knocked his arm out, but he had fractured it. He had broke it. All right. So it was kind of crazy how I was like, oh, so he had to have surgery to fix his arm, to fix his shoulder. And I'm like, hey, that's crazy, right? It's really crazy that he had did that. And I only went off of what they tell you. You don't off the bat go up there touching on a patient or touching on someone that's on that hit the floor, or they had a massive fall, or they're showing signs of discoloration on the shoulder, or they're showing signs of a breakage. You don't want to touch them, okay? You never know what damage you can cause that person more than what it has already happened. So I'm just going off of skills and things that I've learned inside of school, not knowing that these things were still put into play. All right, was I sitting inside a classroom? No. Was I practicing on a dummy? No, this was an actual person that needed help. It was an actual person that was on the ground. It was a living, breathing person. Okay. Did this come out of the book? No, it did not come out of the book. I wasn't sitting there reading a book step by step to know how to help him. All right. Everything I've learned up to that point, I was able to take to help him. All right. I was able to take to help him. And I was able to help him in a major way. Right? When his wife needed someone the most, when she was just frantic and she could have knocked on anyone's door, she knocked on my door and asked for help. So what are the things you're doing right now is not in vain. All right. So that's what I'm getting to. The things that you're doing right now is not in vain. But you got to be able to know where to take the opportunity. Is this an opportunity? Every day you wake up is an opportunity to do better. Every day is an opportunity to get better at what you're doing, to be a better version of you. I didn't say be a better version of your mom. I didn't say be a better version of your wife, or your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your grandmother. No, be a better version of you. That's the only person you can change and evolve every day. 99 no, 100% of the time. I would say 99.9, but 100% of the time you can change yourself. All right. Will it take time? Yes, because all of us have developed bad habits. All right. We've all been told things from our parents and their parents and their parents and their parents. So a lot of us are trying to break our cycle. A lot of us are breaking the family cycle. Let me stop there. A lot of us are breaking the family cycle, and it's not easy breaking the family cycle. Do you hear me? So what are you doing right now to improve your family, improve yourself? Is for the better. If you want to change, you will change. Nobody's going to make you change till you change for yourself. Nobody's going to make you change, but you're going to change for yourself. So do you know and recognize that opportunity when it's there? Okay. It's important. It's important. It's important because that's part of knowing yourself. That's part of knowing yourself, learning and growing to understand yourself. Okay. So when there seems to be no opportunity per se, when there seems to be no opportunity, all right, then there seems to be nothing that's going on to add on to these value. Because when we experience things, we add value onto our life. All right, when there seems to be no opportunity, we feel stagnant. I feel like there's no momentum in life. We're not doing enough in life. All right, we seem unmotivated. Now, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I just want to be lazy. And we're all guilty. If you say you're not guilty, I don't care. Even the richest person in the world is guilty of that. All right, unmotivation, because we're people. We're spiritual beings having human experiences, which means we will experience emotions. Emotions are feelings. You have to feel it. All right. A lot of people walk around like, I don't want to cry. I don't want to do this. And I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And you can't help it because it's a part of the emotions. When you feel things, your body react to it. All right. You react to it. So when some people feel like they're not getting enough momentum in their life, when they're being stagnant in life, they're not pushing to the next level. They don't feel like they're growing. They don't feel like life is going in their direction. They feel unmotivated. All right. And it seems like they have no purpose. Every goal that they've set up to that point, everything they said they wanted to do up to that point seems to go away and life has no purpose. You have to always stick to your purpose. If you say your purpose is here to be a motivation speaker, every day you need to be speaking. If you change one life, you change one life a day. You have impact one more life a day. All right. If you can go and change someone's life and you change one person's life today, you have impacted one more life than you did yesterday. So you gotta keep going. You can't stop now. I can't stop now. None of us can stop now. That's what it's all about. That's what it means. All about being positive. Positivity don't always stay there. Sometimes it washes off and we'll be negative. But you got to continue to wash yourself like a bath. It's a spiritual bath that you have to take to continue to be positive. All right, because we all get stagnant, we all get unmotivated, and we all sometimes lose the sight of our purpose. But we have to change that. All right, why? Because we have to find our opportunities. When we are in these moments, we're bypassing each opportunity that we could possibly have because they're there. We're just on lower vibration, so we cannot see them. Okay, we can't see them. So every job you have encountered, whether you worked at a gas station, whether you was a truck driver, whether you were accountant, every job that you have encountered helps you towards your true purpose. All right. Every attribute of your life will help you toward your true purpose. Yes, it will. That will make you. That will make your journey so unique. So you have to keep going. You got to keep going. Every space in your life have an important key asset to it. Every space is your life is important to life because it's a key to the next opportunity that you need in your life to keep growing, to keep elevated, keep pushing forward, to have purpose, to live your personal legend. Okay. Our presence have purpose. Your presence have purpose. All right, people think about suicidal thoughts because they're stuck into moments in their lives that they can't take back. All right, whether you're stuck in the past or whether you're stuck in the future. All right, you're dwelling on past things that you cannot change. And you're missing certain things in your life that you feel like you regret or it wasn't fair, it wasn't this, and you blaming everybody around you, and you have not moved on from that situation. That's where you get depressed because you're living in the past. When you feel like your mind is going crazy, you're going to here, you're going there, you're thinking I can do this, you want to go with this project, you want to do this idea, I want to do that idea, I want to do this idea, I got to pick up the kids, I got to cook, I got to clean, I got to do this, I got to do this tomorrow, I got to do this tomorrow, I got to do this Sunday, I got a church program Sunday, girl, I got to get my hair done Sunday, I got to go get my nails done, then I turn around, I got to study for school, then I got to put all my kids to bed to get ready for school, and I got to check their homework. When you're doing all that in the future, you're giving yourself anxiety because you're living in the future. You're taking past experiences and putting them on future events that hadn't even happened yet. So you're prejudging what could possibly be, and you're going down like a whole rabbit hole because that's not even in line with it. That was then, and this is now. You had something to learn then. Now you got something to learn now. All right. So every job that you ever encounter in your life has a purpose. You have a purpose. Your presence is wanted, it's needed. And look, we're ready for you to be able to do whatever you gotta do. Well, everybody's waiting on you right now. All right, right now could be the moment that you're supposed to be studying just so you can get there. And if you're studying right now and you're building your business, keep going. If you are an athlete and you're trying to get to the next level of the best athlete of yourself, keep going. All right, you're trying to get to that next position so you can make more money for your family. All right, keep going. Keep going. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep going. There's no reason to give up at this point. You have to keep a positive mindset to get what you want and believe in life, to spread more positive energy. All right. Our presence have purpose. All right. Each stage of your life is a part of the process. Each stage of your life is a part of the process, and it holds a valuable lessons. All right. Everybody has to know that these L's that we take in life are not failures. They're not losing moments. Those are lessons. They were put there for us to be knocked down. Why? We had to learn a lesson. So in the future, we could be ready for that opportunity that we have knocking on our door. We're again built for that opportunity that we have knocking on our door. You have to be able to see the opportunity, appreciate the opportunity, acknowledge the opportunity, and be humble with the opportunity so that you can find your opportunity and your purpose in life. Mm. Seriously. Seriously. I'm every time I get on here, I just have to continue to tell you that you're not alone. All these things that you go through, I go through it too. Finding my purpose, finding your purpose. You got to continue to go. Yeah, it may not work out right now. You may be doing something right now. And then tomorrow, you may be doing something totally different. You may be going to culinary school right now. And then 3 months later, you probably going to do some karate lessons. It's all right. You'll find your purpose. Keep going. Each door opens opportunity. All right. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happened for a reason. All right. And what is that reason? You have to find out. And it's on that opportunity door. It's knocking at the door. It's knocking at the door. All right. Be humble and accept the challenges. Accept every challenges that come your way. Accept them. Why? Because they're going to open the next door to your opportunity. It's like a key. It's a key. The challenges give you a key to open your opportunity of the door. Or you open the door to your opportunity. All right. So you got to be able to find your key, open your doors with the key to see the opportunities. Okay. It is supposed to happen. Everything that's happening right now is supposed to happen. All right. The future you is waiting on you, waiting for you. I didn't say the future you is waiting on everybody. Everybody is not meant to come with you, but I know the future you is waiting on you. Excuse me. Can't be the future you without you. So we're waiting for you to be great, for you to be your true self. Lessons and blessings are meant to happen. All right. I didn't say losses and lessons and blessings. Excuse me. I said lessons and blessings are meant to happen. They're supposed to happen. All right. We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you. All right, right now, maybe a lesson is meant for you to learn. So you didn't get that dream job. You didn't get that position you've been working so hard for. All right, you had to backtrack on that book publication that you wanted to do because some editing wasn't right. All right, you wanted to re-edit some things in the book. It's okay. Everything don't happen on time. You didn't go get that car you wanted on time. You didn't get that new house on time. You didn't get this on time. It was supposed to happen. It's okay. Whatever happened right now, it's supposed to happen. Not what you think is supposed to happen, but what's happening right now is supposed to happen. You're in the right place at the right time. It's your lessons and your blessings. Excuse me. So you have to be humble. All right. It may take some time to get used to. Change is not easy. That's why a lot of people don't do it. It's too hard. I gotta learn too much about myself. but it's not easy. You have to keep learning. All right, you have to go through it. It may take some time to go through it to bounce back. All right, you took 100 steps back, but I promise you're gonna get 1,000 steps forward. You didn't really get to save as much money you want this month, but keep going. You're gonna get to that goal. Just keep going. It's a reason why things did not play out the way you want to. And you gotta find out what those reasons are. And the only way you're gonna do it is to get that key. All right, get that key to that door of opportunities. All right. You got to heal from it. You can't keep going through the same thing in your mind. You got to heal from it. Whoever hurt you, whoever wasn't there for you, whoever did not love you like you loved them, whoever was not a true abundancy of themselves, all right, which means they wasn't their true divine self and they're not here with you today. Let it go. Heal from whatever that situation was and forgive them. Because you can't get the key to your door if you're standing in the way of your opportunities. If you're standing in the way of opportunities, you got the wrong key. How you gonna find them? How you gonna know what's on the other side of the door? All right, you got to heal from it. You have to receive your fruits of the seeds that you've been planting this whole time. All right, receive them. And by receiving them, you have to be able to go through the growth and trust the process. All right, you got to receive the seeds or the fruits of the seeds that you planted. All right, for the future you for the future you. You want to know how to find your purpose and how to be a millionaire. In order for you to do that, you got to plant those seeds. All right. So those seeds can feed you when you're in those moments. All right. Well, like I'm always telling you guys, we're not getting paid for the things that we do right now. No, we're not getting paid for the things that we do right now. I guarantee you that. We're getting paid for the things that we've been doing 5 to 10 years before now. 5 to 10 years ago, that's what we're getting paid for, okay? Not for the things that we do right now. All right. So you gotta do it, gotta do the things that you're doing right now. Plant those seeds for the generations to come. All right, for the future. Be in the present moment. Some of us are not in the present moment. You're so worried about finding your opportunity that you're missing all the moments to get to your opportunity. And you're not even treasuring the process. You're not even treasuring the process. I can't even remember what book I was reading, but it was a story in this book that I was reading. And it was about we're gonna remix it, all right, just basically the concept. But it was about a guy, and he basically wanted to get on the other side of this wall. And the king was telling me how to get to the wall, giving him the piece of the puzzle of how to get to the wall. And he gave him a rope and told him go climb on the other side of the wall. And when you get there, he like I said, gave him a whole breakdown. His main goal was to get to the other side of the wall. All right, he wanted to get to the wall. So while the king was telling him how to get there, he told him, "You're gonna go through a garden. This garden's gonna be on this side. It's gonna look like this. When you see this, and you see this, all right." So he told him, "But you have to take this spoon with you, and you cannot drop any water out of the spoon. All right, any water out of the spoon." So this guy, he started off focused on this one thing. Now he's focused on not dropping his water out the spoon, so that he can get to his goal, right? So he comes back and he said, "Hey, I didn't drop any water out of my spoon. I didn't drop any water out of my spoon, or nothing like that." All right. And the king said, "Okay, but did you see this? And did you pay attention to that when he was on the wall? And did you pay attention to that? And did you see this beautiful this over here?" And the guy didn't see any of that because he was so focused on not dropping the water out the spoon. Some of you guys are distracted by the water on the spoon. Everything we're going through right now is nothing but the water on the spoon. Because this water on the spoon is distracting us from our journey. Our main focus is to have abundancy for generations to come, to have positive energy for generations to come, to break generational cycles, all right, to be a better version of us. And if that's the case, then this negativity of the world, the things that we go through of the world, the things that is handed to us unfairly in the world, we cannot get stuck in. All right, we got to continue to wash ourselves, be positive, uplift each other, hand out a lifting hand, be kind, show positive energy, show that you can do it, be determined, go and get your life, be the better you. All right, because while we so distracted by the water on the spoon, life is passing us by. And through all those blessings are being bypassed because guess what? We're not even paying attention to the actual lesson. All right, so you've been taught the same lesson over and over, so you're not valuing it. And there at the end when you get to it, the blessing is not being appreciated because you're bypassing the lesson because you're not paying attention. You're distracted by life. You're distracted by bills. You're distracted by losses. You're distracted by financial losses. You're distracted by just economic world. You're distracted by your world, your family world, your children's world, your husband world, all these things. The water on the spoon. But if we just pick our head up a little bit and believe that we can carry that water on the spoon through life, and even if you drop a little bit, you just keep going, you'll be able to trust the process. You'll be able to find out how to balance that water on the spoon without dropping it and getting true abundance. And it'll be a lot more than what you ask for. If you just ask, you will seek in the abundance. All right. If you just ask, you will seek it in the abundance. But you got to start off with you first. You have to find your opportunities within yourself first. Be able to spot the opportunities outside of life that you're looking for. Okay. So be in the present moment. Life is like a puzzle or a maze. How many guys like the puzzles? And how many guys actually like maze? All right. The relation of life is the same. You're meant to find your puzzle piece. All right. You are meant to find your puzzle piece. And it could be the perfect piece if you go get it. If you find out where it go, all right. And guess what? In a maze, when someone build a maze, they don't build a maze and say, I wish everybody in there come through this maze succeed. When the last time you saw? No. When they build a maze, the maze is built to confuse you. The maze is built so you cannot get out. You have to figure out how to get out the maze. You have to figure out how to put 300 puzzle pieces together and know which one goes in the right place. And that takes time. That's why people like it though. People like going to maze and try to find their way out. People like doing puzzles, trying to put the whole puzzle to the piece together. But people do not like finding out themselves. People do not like taking their opportunities. They like making excuses. You like making excuses. You like being negative. Be positive. Take those opportunities. What are you waiting for? I don't understand. I do myself like this. I talk to myself like that all the time. Like, you ask for this, and then when you get it, you bag up. Stop bagging off. Go get it. It's time to eat. It's time to prove you wrong. You've been proving everybody wrong this time, and everybody's telling you, yo, bro, I'm looking at you. I'm watching you. You doing good. Yo, bro, I'm feeling you. You doing this. I'm proud of you. You doing that. I'm proud of you. And now it's time to prove yourself right, and you bagging off. Life is meant to confuse you. Life is meant to help. Life is meant for you to find the puzzle piece. It's meant for you to try to find your way out of the maze. So stop getting mad when things don't go your way. It's supposed to not go your way. You got to figure it out. Okay? You don't know all the correct pieces and places yet. So now you got to keep moving forward. You got one piece. And next thing you know, you got 5 pieces. But you got 300 pieces in the box. You got to keep going. You got to keep moving. You got to keep pushing forward. You can't stop right now. Why? You can't stop right now. The universe is working with you. What you think? The universe aligns everything with you. If you're being negative, the universe gonna align everything negative for you. If you are positive and you're going into this mindset, this is what you've been doing for years. Guess what? From the day and moment you spoke it, the universe started working and aligning the things up with you. Okay. So the universe is working with you. You have to think it, you have to speak it, you have to seek it, and you have to put action towards it. You got to do it. You got to go get it. Okay. Just do it. Okay? You got to do it. If you had life figured out, why would you live? That's the main question. If you actually had everything figured out in life, what would be the purpose of living? Why do you think so many people kill themselves when they have a whole lot of money? And a lot of people, when they have money, not saying everybody with money kill themselves. No, people can have a whole lot of money and kill themselves, but people can have no money to be happy. So we all had it all figured out in life. We knew exactly what we came here to do. And we knew exactly what our purpose was. And we had to find our opportunities. And we had to go the ups and downs in life. What would be the purpose of living? Because I can't answer that. There will actually be no purpose to live. All right. The purpose to living is for you to find out what is your purpose, because everybody's purpose to living is not the same. Okay. You have to figure out what's your purpose. All right. You have to figure out what is your purpose. Life is uncertain. And people don't like the uncertainty, but life is uncertain. They want you to promise you this, promise me that, promise this, promise me that, promise me that. But life can't even promise you. You can't even promise yourself consistency. And life can't even promise you tomorrow. But you want me to promise you could be a millionaire tomorrow. But you don't even take the step to be a millionaire. Help me make sense, man. You have to figure it out. If life was meant for you to not figure it out, there would be no life at all. It's a whole purpose for everything. Everything happens in due time. All right. You are in the stage of your life where you're supposed to be. And me and my wife was actually talking about that, where she felt like, she's slowing down. She could do more, you guys. But me too. But my thing is, like, when you got kids, kids take time for you. And when you're building a business, multiple businesses, that takes time. All right. And every day that you grow, every day that you push forward, every day you encourage yourself, every day you encouraging others, and everybody see that you still pushing forward. All right. That is not a day wasted, especially with kids. Our time and journeys is different. A single person's success is different from a person that has children, because it takes time with those children. It takes time with each other. Oprah literally does not have a child, and she even said it. All right, she even said it. She didn't want children. She wanted to dedicate her time to this. We don't have to divide life anymore. You can be an entrepreneur and give time to your family. You can build financial wealth, passive income, and give time to your family. Giving time back to your family is the most important thing in life, if you do not ask me, because the pandemic of COVID has shown us that. All right, and every day we're losing things, live, money, economy standpoints. All right, we're losing a lot of things. Our mental, but it's time out for that. We have to start finding our purpose. Because when you got a purpose, nothing can take down where you're going. When you got a structured foundation that's giving you a purpose, why are you doing this, and what are you looking for, and what are you coming in to do? And you got all these opportunities coming knocking at your door. And it's time to start accepting things. And watch your money start to change. Watch your mindset change. Watch your family dynamics change. Excuse me. You got to keep going. All days aren't perfect. And if I sit here and tell you that, I'll be lying. We're all spiritual beings having human experiences. So all days aren't perfect, because we can't figure out how to be perfect every day. You're not perfect at all. All right. So find ways to grow for the future. You got to continue to find ways to grow for a future. Your mind is like a book. Your mind is a sponge. Your mind wants to suck up every knowledge that's in there to turn from one page to the next, full of knowledge. And your journey is important, because somebody want to know the knowledge that you attain, the value that you attain. All right. Start by thanking yourself. Start by thanking yourself. Thank you for doing this. All right. Thank you for not ever giving up. Thank you for pushing forward. Thank you for having those down moments. Thank you for going to talk to the pastor when you need it. Thank you for going to talk to your mother when you need it. Thank you for going to express yourself in ways that you wasn't able to express yourself to your wife or to your other significant other. Whatever. Breaking barriers so you can find your opportunities. Find your opportunity because you have purpose in this world. So many of us are walking around like we don't have purpose in the world, but we're constantly trying to find positive energy. If you are doing the things that you want to do in life right now, if you're showing passion in your life right now, if you're giving back pure unconditional love right now, if you're starting being the person you always want to be and you're not hiding from the world right now, you're finding your opportunities because your purpose is meant to be shared with the world. I mean, I'm gonna always show you and tell you that you are not alone. But you gotta find your purpose. You gotta find your opportunities that goes along with that purpose to be able to spread light of that purpose. You are purpose, you are presence, and you are meant to be shared with the world. Okay. So man, it's always a blessing to come here to give you guys positive energy. I want you to always keep pushing forward. And I know it may sound cliche to keep pushing forward, but that's okay. That is okay. We're here to give you positive energy. We're here to keep uplifting you, to show you that you're not alone. So look, keep tapping in to Artists of the Week, getting on those new vibrations because it's a vibe. It's a vibe. So go catch them and join us on the P.E.G podcast, played on all platforms. Shout out to iHeartradio for this massive opportunity to be able to spread light to everyone around the world. It's just a blessing and it just means so much to me. Look, you guys, go check out social media. Follow us on the P.E.G podcast on Instagram. You can also follow my social media page, personal social media page, which is at soulful_Shar. Again, at soulful_Shar. Tap into us, you guys. Look, you guys are looking for different ways to open your mindset. Oh, you're looking for different ways to bring in income, passive income to your family. If you start thinking into doing those things, you guys definitely tap into Trenton State Academy. All right, you can go check it out on www.trentonstateacademy.com. Put it in the Google web search and you will find it. All right, this platform is the #1 psychology educated the #1 psychology educated platform in the world. I'm sorry, man. I just gotta keep giving y'all positive energy, and I'm gonna do that no matter if we're running, dry or nothing. Real talk. All right, but this platform helps you master the skill to master yourself, or master yourself to master the skill. It's easy to say I'm proficient at this and I'm proficient at that, but we all have flaws. Can you point out your flaws and acknowledge your flaws in the market? And do you know how to continue to keep pushing forward? All right. If you're looking to find your opportunity is in the skill set somewhere. So you got to go find your opportunity. So shout out to Trenton State Academy being that #1 interactive academy that's going to give you the information, the sauce to the financial markets. All right. Whether it's a financial market, Forex, stocks, or bonds, no matter where you're looking to invest in, look, come tap us out in Trenton State Academy. And that's all I really got to say on that. It's love. It's always a blessing. Shout out to our students there. But yeah, you got to keep pushing forward, finding your purpose. All right. And if you're humble like me, a lot of times you don't like talking about yourself, but you got to start talking about yourself because nobody really knows what you're going through unless you talk about it. You got to talk about it so you can find your opportunities and find your purpose, your personal legend. All right. It was a blessing to come back to tune in with you guys week after week. Every time I turn around on a P.E.G podcast to keep pushing y'all forward because honestly, this is for me. I push myself forward every day. And I promise you guys, it is not easy being positive. All right. So getting on to be positive and staying positive and give you guys some words, some feedback to push you forward, let you know that you're not alone. It's not easy because honestly, sometimes I don't even want to get on here. I don't want to come and give positive energy words because my wife is picking me up. But guess what? I'm always in a mindset that I need to give back. All right. And I notice when I'm not doing that, when I'm not giving back, when I'm not doing podcasting, when I'm not in trenches and giving out valuable information, when I'm not tuning into others and listening to others, I don't feel valued. I don't feel appreciated. I'm unmotivated. I'm stagnant because I'm not in the present moment of the things that I'm doing so gratefully right now. All right. So you don't think it's just you. You are always going to be showing that you're not alone here at the P.E.G podcast because you're not alone. It's me, you, and so many other people around the world. So I appreciate you guys for tapping in today. Look, make sure you guys drop some hearts and wherever you listen and looking at the comments right now at Go ahead, drop a heart to spread more positive energy. Tell someone you love them, whether you love them or not. And guess what? And nobody tell y'all today, tomorrow, yesterday that they love you. Know that Shar at the Positive Energy Generation Podcast love y'all. I'm sorry if I'm doing a lot more stumbling, but hey, you had those days. You just gotta keep pushing forward. But Charlotte, the P.E.G podcast, love you. Look, and you can't take it back. So hate me today, hate me tomorrow. I'm still gonna love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. And come catch a vibe with us with Artists of the Week. They are definitely coming in, crushing it with the new music. All right, just pumping up everyone around the world, bringing them in, bringing in new hype. I don't know what's going on with me, y'all. All right, it must just really been a long day. I don't know. But you got to keep pushing forward no matter what. That's my goal, is to show you guys you got to keep pushing forward. No matter what you want in life, you got to keep pushing forward. All right. Don't give up. Keep going. Live to inspire. And I love you guys. All right. We'll see you back here. All right. At the P.E.G podcast, and continue to spread positive energy and there's love. And I'll see y'all later. All right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Love y'all.